Yes, perfect. Thank you. All right, so VAX offers you many opportunities to communicate with your clients via email, and in so many ways and for so many reasons. And so I just thought, let's take a little, take this opportunity to just kind of wander through the different things, the different emails, the different purposes for the emails, and how it can really impact your business. So let's think about it in ways that take you from the whole selling process, from the beginning to the end. First of all, I want to talk to you about emails that you can send with the Compass articles. If we're looking at the Compass articles, you can think of the Compass as a true marketing tool. With all of the different articles and content that are there, it can really, really help you to be a good marketer. So let's think about how that is. Knowing that you can share the articles from the Compass with a single click really helps you to be able to get to your clients very quickly and easily. But let's start with the first thought. There are articles within the Compass that educate your clients as to why they should use a travel advisor. So how do you find those articles? Well, when we're on the Compass page, which I just clicked from the Compass tab, Original Articles, and if I type in why use a travel, even just that much, what will come up is, because what you see on the original page is not all that's there. There is so much more content behind this, and look at the articles that come streaming in. We can see several different articles, 937 of them to be exact, and just some of the top ones: how to use a travel agent, 5 ways a travel advisor can help you discover a new destination, 10 reasons you should use a travel agent. So if you click on any of these, once you open up the article, you'll see how very quickly and easily you can share it in an email. And that's a great way to start there. But maybe first of all, you want to post it on a social media platform so that you can get out to the masses and reach people that maybe aren't even your clients currently, that just have no idea that travel advisors are even still in the world, or think, well, I can do all this myself. But there's a lot of reasons, and a lot of very valid reasons, especially following the pandemic, that show your purpose and your value. So maybe start by clicking the Facebook post and sharing it that way, or sharing it with a link on another platform. Totally up to you. Once you have that completed, then let's think about your clients reaching out to, or maybe new clients that are reaching out to you saying, okay, well, you're a travel advisor. How can I utilize you? What can you do for me? Well, that's when you start asking your questions to your clients, or perhaps sharing some emails with some articles of ideas for travel. If you have people at this point that are reaching out to you thinking about holiday travel, honestly, right here on the travel inspiration page, Universal Orlando Resort celebrates the holidays. This is a great article to share, to inspire. And if we really look at the page of the Compass and see the different categories, travel inspiration and destinations, they are literally intended and written with you in mind, hoping that we can take some of the weight off of your shoulders to inspire your clients, to give them ideas about what to see, where to go. So that's a great way to do that. And I would recommend, like, Universal. So let's just imagine that the client that we're looking at today, from responding from your why to use a travel advisor, would be coming back and saying, we kind of want to do a park. We don't know whether we want to do Disney or Universal. Well, Universal's got an article right here. You could share that. And you could if you wanted to back it up with even more articles, if we type in Universal, then again, you're going to see that list of articles that can help your clients see why Universal is a great value and a great option. So think about the emails that you can send from the compass to inspire and lead up to the actual booking of the trip that you're trying to sell to your clients. Now from there, you've determined your client wants to book Universal. If we go over to offers and incentives and click the promotions tab, excuse me, you will find a list of a lot of promotions. We can actually see there's a promotion right here, but the other thing that you can do is look in your list of promotions for suppliers and choose Universal and see all of the different promotions that they have. And just of the first page of 76, you can see that there are different promotions. And if we click one of those promotions, the great message here is that you can send this promotion to your client. And again, it's all marketed for you. We have taken care of that. You don't have to copy and paste to put that all together. We know how busy you are, so we really want to be able to serve you and provide you what you need so that you can be efficient. From here, you can click email and you'll be able to send this promotion to up to 10 different email addresses at one time. This is a great way, again, to just inspire that next step to say, you know, you're interested in Universal. Maybe this is the way to go with that. And again, I've just clicked on one promotion. Very easy to look at all of the different ones as well. All right, so now we are looking at actually creating the booking. So let's jump into new reservation. And I'm going to select Universal. And I'm going to select create your own vacation. And I'm going to do it without air just for the sake of time today. But through, and I'm not talking about the booking process, I'm talking about the email that you can send from the booking process. So this is going to go kind of quickly. I'm just going to go ahead and select some dates. Let's say we're going from December 10th for 4 nights. Check out on the 14th. We better include some kids. And normally I would highly recommend you get dates of birth. But for right now, again, for speed of the booking process, now I'm going to go ahead and click search. As we're going through the process, this is where you get to use your skills as well as the tools and technology that VAX provides you to make sure that you are finding the experience that really fits the bill for what the client is looking for. They're going to spend money for a trip like this. We really want you to be able to ask the questions, use the filtering opportunities to be able to make it exactly what they're looking for. So as we go through the process, we can see that there are 38 hotels. And the experience that you're looking for, now the experience will change with impact depending on the type of vacation that you're choosing. But these are some of the options that you have. Pet friendly. Some people can't leave their pets at home anymore now that they've grown so accustomed to them. And so you can find the fit that is going to be right for your client. Now, as we go through, I just want to touch really quickly on what we're seeing here. When we look at the hotel results, the fact that there's an underlined title here with the resort, if you click on that, it shows you the hotel profile. Within these hotel profiles, you get to see exactly what your client will expect to be able to experience. And what I hear from a lot of travel advisors is, how do I share this link so that my clients can see the same thing? Because I don't want to send them to the website. We don't want to send them to the website, you to send them to the website either. We want them to come back to you. So these are images that could really help influence your clients, correct? And some great information within these profiles as well, with amenities, rooms, the types of rooms, dining, activities, all of those kinds of things can be really helpful in selling your clients. So the sales email has been developed, and it's been around for quite some time, to do exactly that. This is probably the most impactful email that we have to offer, based on feedback that I hear from travel advisors. So how do I sell? How do I set up that sales email? Well, going over here to the pricing panel, create sales email. If I click that, I now have a little box in each of my hotels. The sales email allows you to send up to 6 different resorts and or room categories. And when I'm talking about room categories, if I open this up, then I can see which room category my client might need or want or enjoy. What is going to be the best experience for them? And opening this up is great because now we see there is mobility and hearing accessible. So, you know, there are some great things that you may want to include if those are the types of clients that are going to fit your client's needs. So I'm going to go ahead and select, about 4. The fact that we can do up to 6 was determined from agent or travel advisor feedback back years ago when this was all formulated and developed. And so 6 was the maximum that, as an overwhelming result, that the travel advisors felt like was necessary. Now, I still hear from a lot of people that both things, that 6 is way too many, so you send 2 or 3. I still hear that some people feel that 6 is not enough. So maybe you send 2 emails with 6 different options in each if you want to send more than that. So I'm just going to go ahead and select 4 and very randomly going to just select the first 4. Now, the sales email doesn't just stick with the hotel profiles. It also gives you the option to send up to 3 car options, and up to 6 features and or excursions. So if we slide down, I'm not going to deal with cars right now because it is an option, and I think most of you can figure that out. But with features, first of all, I think it's good to make sure you're looking at what features are included to make sure that they are all what you want and what your client is going to need. And then from here, you can select up to 6 profiles as well. Now, these profiles, again, give you a good understanding of what you can expect when you select that particular feature. It gives you an image, but it gives you so much more information. So when you're thinking features and excursions, you're really looking at sending your clients valuable information that they need to know about, in this particular case, if I'm looking at the Leaky Cauldron breakfast, what they're going to get to eat. This is great description right here. General information. It often includes whether or not it's cancelable, what kinds of situations there are, where you pick up your tickets, all of that kind of information. So these are great to include as well. excuse me. So I am going to select a few of these. We're there for 4 nights, so I'm gonna select the 3-park ticket. Let's just choose a couple of breakfast options, and let's just look at transportation as well. Again, all of these things are things that you will want to be able to share with your clients if they're looking for it. So now let's look at the preview of the sales email. If we go back up to where we were when we started and created, now it says preview. I'm going to go ahead and click preview. What it will show is what your email is going to look like in edit mode. First of all, you can include up to 10 recipients, like we talked about with the promotions. Easy to send it to multiple people. It will automatically default to showing prices. If you don't want to show prices, you can uncheck the box and you will see that the prices go away. Totally up to you and depending on what kind of customer you have. You can edit your introduction. And I just want to point out, as we are on this particular demonstration, we do see the supplier's logo, but also this is my agency logo. Kind of not all that exciting for an agency logo, but the point is that you can see that it does display here. And then you see the different, I guess I went ahead and chose 5, didn't I? The different resorts that we are offering to our clients. Sending this email gives them the opportunity to peruse each of those profiles and determine which one looks most exciting and most fitting for them. And then they can reply back to you and say, hey, yes, let's go ahead and plan this. We are so excited about the Lowe's Sapphire Falls Resort, or whichever one. Again, they have kids, maybe the Cabana Bay is going to be more fun for them. So these are a great way to show this. And then, of course, we do see our features as well. And again, clicking on this will show them the same profile that you see with the same great information. You can also edit your closing. So this is all in edit mode. If you want to preview it the way it's going to display and actually get to the point where you're going to send the email, then you'll click this preview and you will see. We do all of this for you so that you don't have to copy and paste. And again, because we don't want your clients being sent to the website, because often they find other deals that they can get on their own, and then they don't come back to you. And we always want them to come back to you. So that is the sales email. Huge, huge feature and great value to you. Now, I mentioned the agency logo. This is a big piece of what brings value to you and your brand as you send out the emails. Let's look at where you can find that. Under the Education tab, if you go to VAX Training and Education, you will be able to see that as you look at Engage with Clients, you can add your agency logo. And this particular option is going to give you a video. Sorry, you got to listen to my voice again, but I will explain exactly how it happens. And then you can see that there are step-by-step guidelines on how to get that processed. We offer this to you for free. You don't have to pay to have this added. It is a free option. Excuse me, just like VAX is free to you. You can also find it on the new advisor education page under Welcome to VAX. This page has a lot of really brief, and again, this particular video is probably 30 to 40 seconds long, not very long. Agent logo, again, it's here. And if you don't remember down the road, you remember me talking about it, but you don't necessarily remember how to do it or where to learn how to do it, there is always the option to type into the search agency logo. And you will find even yet another option that will show you how this can be done. What I want to make sure you understand is that this logo will display on your sales emails, your offers, your promotions, e-itineraries, e-confirmations, and e-travel itineraries. That same logo is going to be on all of the emails, all of those emails that I just explained when they come from VAX. That is a great way to keep your brand, your business name in front of your clients so they remember to stick with you and to keep coming back to you. So I just want to talk about the instructions though, because we do sometimes get a lot of questions about how to do this. Your email, or your logo, I should say, can be, if you are an agency owner and have several advisors under you, you can have one logo for all of the entire agency. If you are a part of a host or a part of a larger agency, many of them allow you to have your own logo, and that would be submitting a unique agency logo for a specific agent. Let's just say, for example, one of you guys, you're part of a large agency and you want to have your own logo. Franchises typically determine which logo you're going to use. So maybe a franchise isn't the one that's going to give you your individual logo, but in some cases they may have one or two. Cruise One and Dream Vacations is an example that I think of when I talk about it that way. Many under that one login for that agency, they can choose to have either Cruise One as their logo, or they can choose to have Dream Vacations. But under another host that's a host, very often they are not particular. They will be happy to let you have your own logo, but it has to be submitted a certain way. And because the host agency does control your login, it does need to come from them. So very often you will need to send it to your site manager for their approval, and then they will submit it to us at vaxlogo@vaxvacationaccess.com. And this is how this would look if you were in that kind of a situation where not everybody under the agency number that you log in with wants to have that same logo. So we need to have your username attached to it, exactly as your username is as you log in. So I just wanted to make sure that you understood how that works and that you can find where that is, and then you can go ahead and process that. Now I'm hoping that we see a swarm of logos coming in the next couple of weeks because of you attending this if you haven't already processed it. But it does take up to 5 days because we really only have the resources to process them once a week. So it will take up to 5 days. And if it's submitted without your site manager's approval, we will have to respond back and say, we need your site manager's approval. And I should also mention that there are only those formats that are acceptable to work with our technology to make it happen. So a PDF does not work, a GIF does not work, but the other options that are listed here do work very well. So I wanted to make sure and talk about that. And then the last thing I wanted to do is tell you kind of a very exciting, surprising thing is that now when you are sending your hotel, your itinerary and confirmation emails, that your hotel and feature profiles that are on those emails will appear just like they do with a sales email. That's a new thing. It's been out for a little bit, but I want to make sure everybody knows that, because that is something that advisors have been asking for quite some time. In your itinerary or confirmation emails as you're sending them out, it didn't used to be there, and it's really a nice feature for your clients to be able to click on it and see all of the images, all of the information, again with the features, all of that really prudent information that they need to know as far as how that all works. So those are the ways, those are the most impactful options that I wanted to share with you. I did want to just touch on the couple of questions before I stop the recording of what people were asking in the pre-registration questions. The first question was best way to look for deals on VAX for new travel agents. Not really about emails, but I will tell you, this is a great topic that I just covered last month in September. And you may want to go back and look at that webinar, because that webinar gives a lot of great detail about how to use offers, the difference between offers, promotions, and incentives, and all of that. Another question was, do you have a link for yourself to promote? And I'm thinking this means that you want to share a link that allows your clients to be able to shop on VAX. VAX doesn't offer that. And I'm going to have to cough again. I'm sorry, just one moment. We don't offer that because VAX is set up for travel advisors only. However, a few of the suppliers that are on VAX do offer those links for you, and you can find more information about that on the supplier showcases. Those supplier showcases will show whether that supplier offers it and how to go ahead and get set up for that. And then the last question that came in for that is, are the emails saved to our CRM? As a general rule, I guess I'm going to say no, I don't think so. There are a lot of CRMs out there, and there are a lot of situations of how you're hooked up to your CRMs. So I can't answer that solidly yes or no, but I'm going to guess in most cases, no, they are not. But there may be a way to save them to your CRM. One of the things I will say is that as you send a sales email, it will always send you a copy of it so you can track where and when you sent it. So that's a great way to just be able to remind yourself, oh yeah, I sent them this on Monday and now it's Wednesday. Maybe I should follow up on that and see what they think. But it will always automatically copy you, so you don't have to send it to yourself first. Some people like to do that. That's up to you. But it would and should automatically CC you so that you get a copy. Okay, I hope that this was helpful. I'm going to just turn off the recording, and then I'll see if there are any more questions.